Oh, Sophia home now. Things gonna be different around here. Listen, I'm back tonight to discuss this situation with the squad for Brittany Griner and to welcome her, basically welcome her home, but to discuss all the other shit that follows the situation. I know y'all want to talk about it, so fuck it, I'm not even gonna ask. So here we go. It's the AJ Red Show, starring me, AJ Red. Look, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Y'all ready to get into this next topic? Let's go. Welcome back to another episode of the AJ Red Show. It's me, your boy, your homie, your cousin, your friend, your neighbor, maybe even your coworker, if you even fuck with me like that, like I always tell y'all. Welcome back to another episode of the AJ Red Show. I'm back again tonight to discuss a heated topic. Excuse me, I'm gonna get this earpiece. A heated topic that has been talked about, shit, even in the news as of today, and when she came home and all this other good shit. But before I get into that, please let me allow y'all to understand. Look, I'm at home on a little hiatus. My ass had to go down to the urgent care to get some stuff checked on, so they put my ass down for a second. So while I'm doing that and I'm at home and I'm close to the Oval Office, if you get the motherfucking drift, I figure why not, being shots distance to the toilet and do a video at the same time and talk to y'all and see what's going on, what's been happening, and update y'all on what's been happening in the world. As for me, I've been living my best life the best way I can, the best way I know how. I hope you have been doing the same. But before we get started tonight, please go ahead and now hit that like button. That's that thumbs up button that helps a brother out a lot. Go ahead and share these videos. I don't care if this is your first one. Share this motherfucker with somebody, because I'm telling you, we're going to get into the meat and potatoes of this situation tonight. I did a video about Brittany earlier in the year when she actually first got detained, and I didn't really follow the trial and all that different stuff. Like I tell you, I have a 9 to 5, and that 9 to 5 whooped my ass. When I tell y'all, I listen, it's a hard knock life. Jay-Z said it. But anyway, nevertheless, I'm here in this present moment. And again, I devote myself to giving y'all content. And again, I have to come with more. I know y'all messaging me, but I've been taking a few days off, only responding to the messages. So if any of y'all have noticed, I've been talking to you all a lot one-on-one personally. So that's what I've been spending my time doing, trying to get to know you guys one-on-one. Not that I've been too lazy to put out content or there's nothing to be said. It's like I have so much going on. And like I told you guys, I'm still starting out. It's getting very busy. I have a lot of demands from you all, a lot of videos and topics that you guys want to hear from me about. So please don't feel bad about that. Keep those coming. If there's something you want me to speak about, talk about, a topic, conversation, whatever, please just hit me up in the comments or my inbox or something like that and let me know. Y'all know y'all my cousin. Shit, I got y'all back on it. But yeah, I've been spending a lot of time doing one-on-ones, just talking to people and trying to, meet the cousins and everybody that's new to the family, because it's constantly growing if you guys are watching. And for that, I thank you guys, and I'm very appreciative of the love that you guys show me, and I want to make sure I give that love to you back. So with that being said, anyway, jumping into tonight's topic, like I said before, Brittany Griner has been home now almost a week. And when it first came out and it first dropped, I said I was going to talk about it, but then I was like, like I tell y'all before, I wait a little minute to see what more addition and detail and information they're going to come up with. And sure enough, they've come up with a lot more, and I've actually kind of did like a little poll, and I've been watching the media and Instagram and TikTok. By the way, y'all go by my Instagram and my social media, my TikTok and stuff, and follow me on all that shit. I'm going to have to drop it in here so y'all can actually get the handles and actually follow me on that, so we can have a good time elsewhere other than here on YouTube as well. But anyway, I've been watching the social media, and people seem to be in an uproar behind this. Of course, y'all know Brittany Griner, WNBA star, earlier this year, maybe more, probably a little over 10 months ago, was arrested in a Moscow airport for having vape cartridges with cannabis oil in them. And so she was detained, arrested, prosecuted, and basically sentenced to 9 years over there in the Moscow prison. And so out of that 9 years, she has now served 10 months. And come presently here, last, I think, Friday or so, or Thursday, the arrangements finally went through to get her home, and she actually touched down over here in Texas, over in San Antonio, and she met with her family. She went to the hospital to be evaluated, to check her. It was some kind of special hospital to get her evaluated to see what her mental thinking was and all this different stuff. Because, I mean, she was in a Moscow prison. And let's be honest, they ain't the friendliest motherfuckers, on this earth as we see. But all the controversy made me come back and decide, you know what, let me discuss this shit and hear from my cousin them and my audience and my viewers and see what they have to say about this in the comments. So y'all be sure to drop down in the comments and let me know what y'all thought about this video, how y'all feel about it, and the topic of it and how everything went down. So per the discussion, like I said before, she's home now, and that came with the deal over time, trying to swap her for a prisoner that was held here in America, in the U.S., that was a armed weapons dealer, Victor Bout, Boot or some shit like that, known aka the Angel of Death. Basically, he hates all Americans, and he pretty much devotes about his life to killing all Americans. For some reason, he has been the trade-off that they've asked for in the swap for Brittany Griner's freedom back to America. All the while, Paul Whelan has been over there, about 4 years out of, I think, a 19-year sentence that they gave him allegedly on espionage and spying and shit like that. And so basically, people are trying to figure out the controversy. They're trying to figure out what the hype is about a WNBA star versus a veteran, someone who actually works for the U.S. and was left behind in the swap for basically a freaking mass killer, a fucking mass killer that decides he hates fucking America. He wants to kill all Americans. I'm just gonna go ahead and fucking say it. And pretty much, I looked at people's comments, and some were saying, well, what the fuck's going on? Why in the fuck would the U.S. go ahead and swap a WNBA player, a basketball player, for an arms weapons dealer that, we've got in captivity or whatever for the reasons of he hates America and he wishes death on all those motherfuckers, and he wants us with, he wants us beheaded. He wants us taken care of. He wants us wiped out of the motherfucking yellow pages. He wants us done. Finished. What his beef is, I don't really know, but apparently we done fucked over a lot of people over here in America, according to them, allegedly, with other countries. And he just ain't fitting us. He is not liking our stilo right about now. So with that being said, he hates the fuck out of us and he wants us dead. But with that being said, people are having so much uproar and so many attitudes about saying, why in the fuck would you swap a WNBA star for this guy? And in the beginning, it didn't start out that way. It started out with just her. And then it came down to a deal. Of course, that's how they do shit, right? So this was introduced. The initial deal was America was trying to get Paul and Brittany for Victor, right? But, Russia was like, fuck that. This is not Christmas time over here. We don't do that BOGO shit. We don't do half off or 2 for 1. We don't do that kind of shit. Yes, he's valuable to us, but we know y'all really want her, apparently, because of all the uproar that's going on in America, and y'all want her back home. So with that being said, the deal on the table is stern. You get one and one only, and apparently Brittany was the one chosen, and people are really trying to sit around and figure out what kind of weight that she carries or what kind of importance that she is to America like that, other than a regular American that was, in the eyes of some, wronged of being in another country. Now, let me tell you, this is Russia. Russia has more strict laws on shit than America has. Russia and some of them other foreign countries don't give you the kind of leeway. Oh, you had a vape cartridge, it's a slap on the wrist, you got a fine to pay, and you're a WNBA star. You're going to be on the news with this one. Everybody's going to see you. Oh my God, more clout. No, Russia say, fuck that. Collar you up and bring that ass over yonder ways and let us talk to you real quick and see what the fuck you was thinking. So bottom line, they locked their ass up. So in the midst of her being locked up, Paul is over there saying he's watching the news. He's watching the negotiations. He said it for himself. He's sitting around saying, well, what the fuck's going on? I ain't heard nothing from nobody. Ain't nobody hit me on my hip. Ain't nobody even come by my cell and told me, hey, look, a pigeon with a motherfucking note. Deals are still in the work to get you out. Paul basically said, look, this some fuck shit. In his words, I ain't saying, I'm paraphrasing. In my words, Paul said this some fuck shit. He said, basically, I'm happy for Brittany getting free and going home and being with her family and everything, despite of all that would happen, even considering the circumstances that they detained her and arrested her and sentenced her under. He's still saying, I'm happy for her and all that, but fuck that. The bottom line is, what the fuck are y'all doing for me? He said, I had my shit packed and slid to the front door. I was waiting for a phone call, somebody to holler all the way out to get me the fuck about this motherfucker and take me on down to the house so I could get me, a little quail, a little filet mignon, some shit like that. Something, really fancy. I'm pretty sure they ain't serving them over there in that Russian prison. They probably over there serving motherfucking goat ribs or braised billy goat, oxtails. I mean, shit he don't even fuck with or eat. They probably run around there feed them sloth or some shit and telling them it's chicken. I don't know what the fuck goes on over there. The bottom line is, I know it's not good. And it spoke volumes when she got on a plane, Brittany did, and talked to the people and was like, listen, I listened to Russian for so many fucking months. I want to hear somebody talking American. I want to talk to people. And that was pretty much what they reported from her being on the plane. She just chit-chatted, walked through the plane, shook hands with everybody, got to know them, thanked them for everything they've done for her in getting her safely back home to her family. But Paul is over there saying, you know, has thou forsaken me? What the fuck is going on? Ain't nobody, what is the deal? Am I still on the table? Are they still talking about it? Maybe so, maybe not. Maybe another year, 6 months. Do y'all have somebody else y'all can trade? Do y'all have something else y'all can give? Because Russia is like, they fuck that land grab shit. They said we don't give something for nothing. It's 2 for 2. We don't play that shit around here. We don't credit nothing. So what you coming with, Biden, is what he asking. So with that being said, to move on to listening to Paul's brother, whom spoke out on Paul's behalf and on behalf of the family, he basically said he feels like somewhat it was a slap in the face. And again, I'm paraphrasing. It was some fucked up shit. You know, the bottom line, his brother is serving the country, and yet he's left over there to do his bid and be left behind for a WNBA star behind a fucking vape cartridge. Now, he's also stating that in his mind, speculating that there is another Russian or someone of interest to Russia that is being held captive over here in the U.S. by the U.S. that Russia is interested in. He's kind of leading on to that maybe that information has been passed and nobody is saying anything, or basically they're sitting around to hold Paul Whelan, you know, for a bigger bargaining chip, you know, to Russia or some shit like that. So kind of saving the best for last, or I don't know, the biggest bargaining chip. I guess this was a good faith act on the black folk part, you know what I'm saying? Biden was just, I guess, figuring, fuck it, I got to make a decision. The black folk up my ass with the Black Lives Movement and all this other stuff, but getting Brittany Griner out of prison over there in Russia. Her wife and them ain't letting up off the gas. Other folks still sending shit across my fucking desk. While I know Paul Whelan is still sitting over there serving all this time before Biden even got in office, you know? So I don't know if Biden is playing catch up on that part of what the fuck's going on, but Paul say he ready to get the fuck, he ready to burn rubber, kick rocks, and get the fuck from over there in Russia and back over here and touch down on some American soil and live his life again. He say he tired of sitting over there eating that motherfucking Billy Goat rib or whatever the fuck. Like I said, they said it. I'm just assuming. Don't take me at my word for it. I'm just saying, I don't know what the fuck they do over there in Russia. They some crazy ass people. You know, not all Russian people are crazy. What I'm saying, it's just that what I'm saying is the culture in which they uphold over there in certain things and how they move about with the civilians or the citizens of Russia is really crazy and fucked up. And I can imagine people say that Mexico is the worst prison to be imprisoned in, but I can imagine to myself that Russia is not too fucking much more better. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least in Mexico, you got tequila to drink and, you know, drink your sorrows away, eat, you know, at least die cirrhosis of the liver or some shit in a peaceful way, you know, before you got to sit in that motherfucker and serve 75 years eating bread and water, probably out of a tin can cup, the same one you got to piss in and pour it out the window, you know, that kind of bullshit. So Russia, I don't know. I just can imagine that probably if you don't fall in line like they say, I'm just, in my mind, I think they would probably cut off your fucking finger. I don't know. I'm just assuming. Hey, I'm just reporting the shit and giving you my views on what I think. But in the end, people are saying that too. What the fuck is the interest to get this WNBA star back? Is she some kind of spy? And they swapped her on a lighter scale and nobody saying anything? Because mind you, Brittany went over there with a head full of motherfucking hair. Now she done come back looking like a whole fucking man and talking like one. So I'm inclined, I'm swayed either way right now. I'm just trying to find out the facts and see what the fuck's going on. I'm gonna stay on the trail like Scooby and Shaggy and see what the fuck's going on, because clearly, had I stayed on the case in the first place, I would have a lot more going on for y'all now. But shit, I feel like it's enough anyway, because it's summing all up in the motherfucking nutshell. It's probably more than what half y'all ass knew in the first place, because y'all don't watch the fucking news. Y'all rather come down here and watch my ass and drink up my Kool-Aid, eat my fried chicken and shit, and fuck around in my house to my playing spades and whatnot. Listen, if you want to play spades, at least stop by and pick up a bottle on the way over, or some Coca-Cola or something for a fucking mix. Not tonight, another night. Y'all get exactly, you get what I'm saying. But the bottom line is, it made me think. I was not thinking in the realm of that when I was thinking about her and her homecoming and being happy about it for the family and for her. But all the while too, I never heard anything about Paul. Now some people are saying, well, fuck it, Paul, no, he had a job. He had a job to do. He signed up for this. He knew what it entailed. He knew what the risks were, and he took that risk. And now he's over there, and he got to sit his ass over there in the red top over there in Russia, and drink, Russian drinks or beer or eat Russian Subway sandwiches or whatever the fuck they eat. I told you I don't know. I've never been to Russia, and looking at this shit, I never will go. I don't give a fuck if it's a free paid trip and the price is right. I'm not going. I'll give it to somebody else as a good gesture, but I tell them, you better be careful. Be warned. I would never go to Russia. I don't want a Russian Moscow. I don't want to be Russian nowhere. I don't want a Russian mute. I don't want none of that shit. Anything dealing with Russian, I wouldn't even want to fuck with if I was her, especially. Because they done fucked her over. And Pope Paul, damn. I mean, keep calling y'all prayers, because the reporters were asking, well, what is it, asking Biden, what is it you're doing for Paul Whelan's family and in the attempts of getting him back home? Biden says, shit, we still working on it. What that means, I don't know. It can mean a lot of things, We don't know what the whole deal was that they signed in the office over there. Everybody standing around grinning and shit, taking photos, having a Kodak moment, feeling real good about themselves and what they did for the act of this woman to get home and shit after they've been pressed for so long by the black folk over here in America. Me personally, now I'm impartial to the whole deal. I feel like now where I had so much sympathy for Brittany, and I still do, you did some stupid shit. You went over there fucking with them Russian folk over there on their territory, taking some shit over there thinking because you're a WNBA star, that even if they by some chance find it, that they're going to let you out of their grasps and let your ass go and let you go about your business and fly and slap you on the wrist like America. No. Things are different over there in, a foreign land. And so with that being said, the fucked up part, I also kind of agree with the others. Paul Whelan, you knew what you signed up for. Not that he deserves to be over there. I don't say it by any means, so nobody get offended by that shit and go back and run with it, because I will cuss your ass out. Yes. But he signed up for this job. So I think in this light, everybody got a fair chance. This motherfucker, he just got a free ticket upon some bullshit that had to get some good press. Period. Because my whole thing, too, this motherfucker is known as the angel of death. And I reiterate that because this man now has gotten back to Russia. He ain't been back to Russia a week or 2 or 3 days, and they done put him on some kind of board committee and all this other shit. This motherfucker done got his hair cut. He done been fried, dyed, laid to the side, shampoo, and that porn stash, I think done even been clipped and manicured and shampooed and conditioned and shit like that. They done got him a whole new suit probably from Crook Brothers over there in Russia or some shit like that, and put him on the front line with some Crocodile Dundees or some shoes, and then put him out there on the thing. Now he on the committee. So now we got a threat on our motherfucking hand that we released on the other side over there. And he done joined all these allies and all this other stuff, and they welcome him with open arms over there in Russia. So now they just sitting down getting back to the business at hand of how to fuck around there and mutilate, annihilate, smoke, or smithereen, blow our motherfucking ass off the map. I suggest we get ahead of this thing, because it don't seem like we got the steering wheel about it. It seems like somebody done fucked around and put a little Vaseline on the steering wheel. So what I suggest is somebody need to get one of them rags that you throw across your shoulder. When the air don't work during the summertime, take that son bitch and wipe that bitch and grip it and hold it by it. I'm telling mainly you, I don't know what the fuck's going on. Somebody hit me up to my son, you need to talk to your president. First of all, y'all talking like I fuck with this man personally. Like I sit with him every night and every afternoon and have high tea and crumpets. I ain't that motherfucking famous yet. I appreciate it though. I'll take it. I would love to be somewhere in the White House. Well, I ain't gonna even say that because I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen, but I would love to have an input to help those that don't have a voice for themselves, but I ain't there yet. So stop hitting me up talking about some need to write a letter. Who the fuck y'all think I'm supposed to be? I'm glad y'all think I got power, and I know I do, but I'm still exploring that myself, and I ain't there yet. I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. Man, this man don't have high tea and motherfucking crumpet and biscuits and shit, every afternoon in the daytime. Y'all be hitting me up like y'all see me over there with Biden and Michelle and them and Obama kicking it by the pool over there seaside or some shit in Chicago, California somewhere. I don't know them people like that. Fuck, I know them about as well as you do. Through the screen, through the telly. So for those of you who hit me up to my some call or text, I don't know if y'all being funny, but if you just put a motherfucking LOL behind it or some laughing emojis or something, because I ain't got that man's information. And then let alone Trump I'm glad nobody asked me about that bullshit because he already said it was a stupid ass. He said it was a stupid ass, unpatriotic thing to do. His words, not mine. If you think I'm lying, go look at this shit over there on the thing. I'm just telling y'all what the people said. I'm just here to tell y'all what they said because I know half of y'all don't watch the news. Half of y'all don't probably know they got a fucking storm coming tonight where you're standing, whether it be snow, rain, tornado. You don't know because half y'all don't watch the news, but y'all do appreciate, I do appreciate y'all stop by here and watch me. So I got to be the one to report. So I got to take on and carry the bloodstained banner and make sure I show up to the thing and keep y'all informed as to what's going on. But please stop telling me to reach out to Biden or Kamala because I ain't got that much power. If that was the motherfucking case, listen, I'd be shooting my videos and shit from Cowboy and all this other stuff. It's yet to come. Trust me. Believe that. But I ain't there yet. So unless y'all know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody else that know me, stop sending me that shit. Fuck. But anyway, I'm 50-50 on all of this at the present moment. I'm still confused as well. Like I said, this motherfucker over there, he basically is back to the business at hand of trying to. This was the hand he fan with, as my grandmother would say, and he happy about what he got going on. He back over there making plans with Putin and all these other people and whoever the fuck they is that he deals with, in them fucked up reigns, and they're making plans over on us, and people are mad about it. So the Americans have a lot of stuff they're really upset about. It's a lot of shit going on in America right now, I'm telling you. But y'all just got to hold on and listen. It's crazy as fuck. But y'all still drop down in the comments and tell me what y'all thought about this video. Tell me what y'all thought about this swap. Tell me what y'all thought about my thoughts. Tell me if y'all thought they should have stuck out the whole hell down for a 2-for-1. Tell me if y'all think Brittany should have stayed her ass over there and served out her rightful sentence for 9 years if you think that's what should have happened. And he could have stayed his motherfucking ass over here and stayed where he needed to be, locked up instead of being a threat to us over here in the U.S. Or if they should have probably swapped for Paul Whelan. Or probably if this left all this shit alone and let everybody serve out their time, because they done did some kind of crime and move forward on to some other shit that's major in the U.S. that we got going on, like inflation. Because last time I went out there to my getting a fucking loaf of bread and a jug of milk and a little egg and whatnot, a little rice and carrying on shit. Before I get down there scanning this 2 or 3 items, it's $75 motherfucking dollars. Gas is, kind of holding steadfast. But I'm telling y'all, you better watch your coin. You better watch your coin and watch yourself. Take care of yourself. Make sure y'all looking out for one another and damn sure for yourself because shit is getting crazy. It ain't getting no easier. It ain't getting no better. There's so much shit I want to tell y'all and talk to y'all about, and the time is coming real soon. I can't wait to really get down in the midnight hour on the late nights where I can sit with y'all ass and have that good one-on-one talk, and we go in for dirt, dust, and dawn. You feel me? Yes. That's where the fuck I'm ready to go. All the way up, like I tell y'all all the time, DJ Khaled, AJ Red is ready for nothing but all the way up. And nothing can stop me. I don't give a fuck what it is. You feel me? And that's how you have to wake up thinking about your life every day too. Because if you wake up thinking about you want to go take a trip to Russia, then think again. Find some fucking way else to go. Take your ass over there to the park, or go to Denver or Atlanta somewhere where at least you may be facing the police and you can get a fair chance you ain't detained too long. Somebody can get you some bail money. Because when you're in Russia, I don't think you can send, I don't even know what they call it. I don't think you can send yen. But yen is probably Chinese. That's what it sounds like. I don't know, Asian. I don't know, fuck. But anyway, bottom line is, that's all I'm going to say about this. Y'all drop down in the comments and tell me what the fuck y'all got to think about this bullshit or say about it. And make sure to like, subscribe, and share these goddamn videos. Share with somebody you know. Share with somebody your ass don't know. Share with a motherfucker you like. Please share with some motherfucker you don't like, because I'm telling you, I'm sure they'll like me just as much as you do. But anyway, take care of yourself. Keep your high vibrations up. Stay positive. Love yourself. Real good. Only love on those who are loving on you in the same way in return, because we ain't taking no bullshit, right? Exactly. All right. To the next situation I find to get that come across my desk, because I'm so behind y'all. All right, y'all holler. Peace.